Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to another beautiful day on the Nerdcraft SMP. I am Maximan, your favorite cyborg pirate, and I'm here with my friends Jeff Lay Snowman and my little pet chicken, which was named from a Facebook comment as Little Clucker. And today we've got another great episode planned. As you can see, I have upgraded myself to fully enchanted netherite. I'll show you how I got that, as well as some other things that I've been doing off camera. And then we are going to build a few shops in the shopping district to help get rid of some of our extra inventory. In today's episode also, we are going to be finally getting started on our big base for the season, since the little starter cave is starting to feel a little cramped. I've got big plans for that build, and we're going to involve the whole mountain, so it'll look somewhat similar to a castle, but you'll see what it turns out to be. So let's get right to it. Now, one thing you might notice is my little wall of chests here is gone. Well, there's a good reason for that. It was turning into quite the chest monster and was totally unorganized, and even starting to spread to the rest of my little room here. So if you come down this way with me, down my stairs leading towards my mind, you'll see there's a little cutout here. And here we have my new storage area. For now, everything is just sorted into barrels with signs on them, although some of them aren't labeled because they're still empty. That way, I've still got plenty of room to expand, and hopefully this should last me until the big base is complete, along with its own storage section, which should be able to handle any resources that I can hoard. You can also see here that I've been going out and collecting a lot of sand. I went to a desert and loaded up my entire inventory because I am going to need a lot of glass for one of my builds. And while I was there, I got some cactus, which I need because I'll also be needing some green dye. And maybe I'll start my own little cactus farm as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and gather up some resources and smelt some sand into glass, and then I will see you in the shopping district. So one of the things that I did off camera was I built myself here this little villager trading hall. So I have ways of getting emeralds from the farmers and from the Fletchers. I also have a way to get all of the diamond armor and tools that I need from those guys there in the background. And then all of my enchantments came from these villagers here. This took quite a while to set up, just getting the villagers to get the right trades and all that, but it definitely paid off. Next, I will show you how I got my netherite. So here we are in my little section of the nether here, and over this way is where I built my tunnel down into the lower reaches where you can find netherite. And my strategy was, as you can tell from the excessive amounts of fire, bed mining. So I was just cruising around with going back and forth, filling up my inventory with beds and just blowing everything up. There's lots of cobblestone on the roof to seal in the lava. I don't know if you noticed that on the way down there was a bunch of gravel. That's because I literally had to go through an entire lake of lava in order to get here. So it took a lot of gravel to get down here, but I got down eventually. And I mined a tunnel that you can't even see the end of it. And I ended up with 54 ancient debris. So that was enough to get full netherite, including the most ridiculous netherite tool of all, the netherite hoe. So that's how I got my netherite, and the villagers is how I enchanted everything. Now, let's get our resources gathered up and go build that shop. Okay, so now that that is done, we are going to build our next shop. I have a few different shops that I plan on building in this episode. Definitely hoping to be the first to market on some things. So the first shop we are going to build is a slime shop to take advantage of the massive amount of slimes I've been harvesting at the huge slime farm in my basement. My plan is to make the shop in the shape of a slime mob, so that way it'll be obvious what we sell. So now let's get started on the time lapse for the build. so there we have it. This is the new slime shop. Our wonderful sales assistant, Timmy the Slime, in the background will help you with all your slime needs. And I'll just show you what we've got available. So these I actually had to hunt for. You don't get them from just having a slime farm. So I had to like go into the slime farm and close it all off and go kill a bunch of slimes. But that got me all of these slime heads. So I'm selling slime heads for 32 diamonds each. And then slime balls are 1 diamond for 32. And then slime blocks are 8 diamonds for 32. So you get a bit of a deal by going with the block for. All right, but this shop is only one of the shops that we're going to build in this episode. We have a few more yet to come. So I'm going to go and gather some more resources, and then it'll be on to the next shop. Alright, so I have finished gathering up all the resources that I'm going to need for my next shop. So this one, as you can tell from the box of resources here, involves lots of bone, maybe some diorite for texture. So what is it going to be? We are going to build ourselves a big skull. This is going to be for selling all the extra bones and stuff from my skeleton farm. So let's go ahead with the time lapse and we will build ourselves a little skull. Alright, so here we have the bone shop. So let's go take a look inside. The interior is pretty basic. Just a simple little couple skeleton guards that I've got from skulls I managed to get from my bone farm. And then I've got bone blocks for sale and just bones for sale. And just like with the slimes, buying in bulk you get a little bit of a deal. So the bone blocks are a little bit cheaper. Alright, so that's shop number 2 down. But I do want to build one more shop for this episode. So I'm going to go back and gather some resources and I will see you later. So I'm going to go back and gather some resources and I will see you when I'm done. Alright, so what was mere moments for you was a few minutes for me. I had the resources at my base, but it took a couple of trips to get them all over here. And now I have everything I need to build my forge. So I'm going to build sort of a blacksmith kind of building. And what I'm going to sell in this place for now is just going to be iron from my iron farm, because I've got so much of it just sitting around, like blocks and blocks and blocks of iron. But eventually, what I was thinking I was going to do is start selling some of the weapons and armor from the villagers, because I've got my villager trading system all up and running, so I can sell some weapons and armor and diamond tools for cheap. So I think that's what's going to come eventually, but for now we're just going to stick with selling some iron. So let's head into the time lapse and we will build ourselves a little forge. All right, so there we have it. There's our forge. And like I said before, right now we are just selling iron blocks and iron ingots. Again, with a deal on the blocks if you want to get lots. I don't know if it's just me, but I think my creativity is starting to run out. This is a very basic build. I didn't really put a lot of effort into it, I guess. Maybe it's just because I've been doing this all day and I'm kind of getting tired. But there it is. That's 3 shops built in the shopping district. Now we have lots of potential sources of income for diamonds. Alright, so now it's time to talk about my base and what that's going to be this season. So you can see I have built a piston door here. It's a double-sided vault door. This design is by Quipla. I will post a link to his channel. I think I just broke it by flicking this lever twice. Gonna have to fix that. But basically what I want my base to be is, if we take a step back here and look at this mountain, you can see that there's kind of like a big area over here and a big area over here, and it kind of reminded me of like a castle with 2 large spires. So that is going to be the design for my big base. I'm just going to basically convert the entire mountain into a castle. So yeah, it's gonna have 2 spires, and we'll work on the design as we go, and I will fix that door. So that's the basic premise of the base. Now that I've been mining lots, I've got lots of resources, I've got some shops down in case I need to buy more, which I probably will. I think in the next episode I'm gonna get a real start on the big base and see what I can get done. All right, that's gonna be it for this episode. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed everything. I hope you liked all the time lapses and the shops and the designs that I came up with. And if you liked this video, please leave a like on it. If you really liked it, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Again, I apologize for the fact that my video is going to be late. It's going to be coming out on Saturday instead of Friday. Unfortunately, Thursday was just too busy for me, so I didn't have time to do my editing. So I'm going to be doing the editing Friday, and the video should come out on Saturday. But hopefully I can avoid having that happen again in the future. But that's going to be it for now, and I will see you next week. Thank you.